ask stuff about you, she would either not respond or she'll say no comment. I just feel like the same respect that she gives you, why can't she have that same respect from you?
So let's tell me what you thought of watching the film.
I would have no comment.
Oh, that's
good. I feel like even you just asked me my opinion.
That's not my personality at all. It's not, because here's the thing. Somebody asked me something.
But then if she responds to these same questions, she wouldn't do that to you. She wouldn't do that to you. But she wouldn't do that to you. She wouldn't.
And
nobody saw this coming. After all the joy they shared, after all the public displays of unity, nobody expected this moment to arrive so suddenly, so brutally. Brat is now drowning in tears, heart shattered into pieces, as the woman she thought would always stand beside her just dropped a legal bombshell that turned their whole world upside down. Judy has filed for full custody of their baby, leaving Brat blindsided and broken. And the worst part? She didn't even hear it from Judy herself. The papers spoke before she did. Now fans, friends, and even foes are scrambling to understand what really went wrong behind those glamorous Instagram posts. It wasn't that long ago when Brat and Judy had everyone rooting for them. Their love story wasn't just beautiful, it was groundbreaking. They were loud, proud, and unapologetically in love. Brat, known for her tough exterior and hip-hop legacy, showed the world a softer, more vulnerable side when she fell for Judy. Their engagement had all the sparkle of a fairy tale, complete with tears, kisses, and camera flashes. The wedding was nothing short of magical, with fans everywhere cheering them on. Together, they became a symbol of queer Black love, thriving in a world that rarely gave them a fair shot. When they announced they were trying to have a baby, the internet rallied behind them. The IVF journey was long, emotional, and draining, but Judy stood by Brat through every needle, every tear, and every heartbeat. When their baby arrived, it felt like the ultimate victory. But behind the scenes, something was slowly unraveling. On their show Brat Loves Judy, moments of tension slipped through. Fans noticed the awkward silences, the subtle power plays, and the uneasy glances. Social media posts became less affectionate and more cryptic. Rumors started to swirl. Whispers of control issues, imbalance, and emotional distance. Now those whispers are roaring. The moment news hit that Judy filed for full custody, jaws dropped. There hadn't been any massive blowout or explosive argument for the public to latch onto. One day they were sharing baby milestones, and the next, Judy was reportedly asking the court to grant her sole legal and physical custody of their child. For those unfamiliar, full custody doesn't just mean where the baby lives. It means Judy wants the exclusive right to make every decision about their child's life without Brat's input. From health and schooling to emotional development and travel, everything. Leaked court documents, though not confirmed, suggest that this wasn't a decision made lightly. But the most devastating detail? Brat didn't find out from Judy. According to close insiders, someone else broke the news to her. When she saw the paperwork, she broke down completely. The tears weren't just from shock. They came from betrayal. From realizing that the person she trusted most had made a life-altering decision without even looking her in the eyes. So how did it get this bad? How did a love so celebrated become so cold so quick? Some insiders say Judy had been carrying most of the parenting weight since day one. With Brat juggling industry responsibilities and personal healing after childbirth, Judy might have felt overwhelmed, underappreciated, or even invisible. In past interviews and episodes, Judy often came across as the planner, the fixer, the one making sure everything stayed in place. But love isn't about who does more. It's about feeling seen, heard, and valued. Maybe Judy reached a breaking point. Maybe she felt like Brat had emotionally checked out. Others whisper that Brat had been dealing with postpartum depression and wasn't fully present. Maybe they stopped communicating. Maybe fights got swept under rugs until they turned into walls. Maybe Judy didn't want to fight anymore. Maybe she just wanted control back, not out of cruelty but survival. But even if her reasons made sense to her, the silence, the lack of warning, and the coldness of legal papers left Brat shattered. Sources close to the couple say Brat is a shadow of herself right now. She barely eats. She barely sleeps. The woman who once lit up rooms with her energy now avoids them altogether. Friends say they've never seen her this low. Some even say she had to be talked down during an emotional breakdown after the legal documents arrived. Her eyes, once full of fire, are now hollow with disbelief. The betrayal wasn't just romantic. It cut into her soul as a mother. The silence from Judy since the filing has only deepened the pain. And Brat's social media? Gone are the bright pictures. Now it's full of vague, heartbreaking quotes about silence, loneliness, and lost love. Fans are begging her to speak out, but maybe she can't find the words. Or maybe the words would hurt even more. Some wonder if she ever saw this coming. Maybe this wasn't just a random ambush. Maybe the signs were always there and she just didn't want to believe them. Online, things are getting heated. Fans have split into camps. Some are rushing to Judy's defense, saying she's only doing what's best for the baby. That she's been the backbone of the relationship for years. That Brat, while lovable, was never really ready for the responsibilities of motherhood. But just as many, if not more, are outraged. They call Judy's move heartless, calculated, and even cruel. Threads are popping up everywhere dissecting old clips where Judy interrupts Brat, shuts her down, or talks over her. Fans are sharing screenshots, creating timelines, and even accusing Judy of pre-planning this whole custody play from the start. One viral tweet said, "She never wanted to co-parent. She wanted to control." And people are nodding. Meanwhile, longtime supporters of Brat are furious. They feel like she was never treated like an equal, that she was always playing catch-up in her own relationship. And the theories? They're everywhere. Some say Judy already had her legal team lined up months ago, that this wasn't about the baby, this was about power. Others think there's a new woman in the picture, and Judy is trying to erase Brat from the story before it gets messy. A few even speculate that this could be another reality TV twist, designed to stir up drama for the next season. But even if that were true, the pain in Brat's eyes doesn't feel scripted. More conspiracy-minded fans are predicting an all-out legal war. They say Brat won't go down without a fight, that she'll lawyer up, hit back, and expose everything. And then there are those waiting to see who will speak up for her. Some think her sister Lisa Ray, who's never been shy about her opinions, might step into the ring. She's had issues with Judy before, and this might just be the spark that reignites old feuds. If that happens, this won't just be a private breakup. It'll be a public spectacle. And what does all of this really tell us about love in the spotlight? About celebrity relationships that look perfect on the outside but crumble in silence? It reminds us that Instagram filters can't hide heartbreak. That even the most picture-perfect couples fight demons behind closed doors. Reality TV gave us a version of Brat and Judy that was edited, produced, and designed to entertain. But real love doesn't always look good on camera. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it fails, and sometimes it ends in legal battles over the most innocent person in the room. A baby who didn't ask for any of this. Maybe their love was real. Maybe it was doomed from the start. But now all we see is pain. And it's a pain that doesn't.
Oh, enjoy this moment. Soak it in. Soak it in. Soak it in. It's really real. You all right?
Okay, get out. Everybody get out.
Doesn't come from hate. It comes from a deep, unbearable disappointment. Was love ever enough for them? Or was this train always headed for a crash, and they were just too busy smiling for the cameras to see it? This situation is messy, heartbreaking, and unfolding fast, and the internet can't stop watching. Brat hasn't said much publicly since the custody news broke, but the silence speaks louder than any press release ever could. People who know her well say she's barely spoken to anyone outside of her tightest circle. Those who have seen her describe a woman who looks like she's aged 10 years in just a few weeks. Her smile, the one fans loved so much, has disappeared. She avoids cameras now, avoids events, avoids anything that reminds her of the public life she once embraced with pride. Behind closed doors, friends say she's a storm of emotions: hurt, confusion,